And we are.
Hello. We're talking about my kids.
What kids?
Hi.
Oh, are we live? Oh,
The ones that like to burn things.
Ah,
sorry.
the children of the corn.
Yeah,
Azrin was like, does Tickle still have that weird grenade throwing thing? And I'm like, yeah. And then I was like, I'm just gonna give it to my kids. And she's like, no, don't do that. I'm like, you see this dangerous thing? Use it wisely. You see these small little exploding things? If you're gonna kill someone, better mean it.
Oh, they're bigger than that. The orbs are like softball size, dude. They're
Oh,
fucking
perfect.
huge.
I'm gonna give it to Team Pack Tactics. They know what to do with it.
Meanwhile, the children are raking up wanted posters higher than their mother.
Oh god.
Oh, dang it.
You assume they got
So
caught.
I can turn the kids in then.
You can try.
Yeah, take them back to Godfrey. Just let them deal with that problem.
So we have rat demons. Good luck. What do you mean you have rat demons? I don't see them. Oh, damn it, they disappeared.
Fucking pack tactics.
Like it's like you only
Anyway.
have to worry about Tickle's kids when you can't see or hear them. As long as there's noise being made and they're all 9 within view, you're fine.
I mean, that's true. For
I
almost
see
any kid.
everything.
Any
It's
kid
like-
goes quiet, you should be worried, especially Tickle's kids.
Yep.
Where are the kids? You don't know.
Oh,
You never know. So, welcome on in to another episode. Zorro is not with us today. She is not feeling well, so Ash is going to be hiding. I have a feeling she's just gonna go be playing pretty princess dress up and laying in all the silk sheets and whatnot in the house.
There's silk sheets in Rex's house?
Yeah. Are you kidding?
I mean, I'm just saying, you know.
So
Just seems like he'd be, you know, kind of you know,
the rest
rough
of you
and-
though have to well, deal with some things that came up last week, namely Sally being, well, not Sally, an offer being made to Rose for peace, and then everybody started talking about double crossing said offer, which then made Sally reveal who she truly was. The peace being called off the table and Sally wisping away.
Yeah, we just don't deal with it. Let's just,
So
put our heads in the sand.
as we pick up today, that's exactly where we're picking up, is right after she whisks off, leaving everybody a little shocked at what just transpired. Both the simulacrum Yith and Kata sitting there kind of just like watching the group, waiting to see how they're going to react to what just transpired.
So are we in it?
Yeah.
Because
You're in
I've got
it.
a nice little place we can go hide.
yeah, so Rose, she just kind of collapses onto the floor, and she's just heavy tears are just pouring out of her eyes, and she's just like I know no one in the party understands Umbral, but it just she's just babbling in what is obviously Umbral, but you know, no one knows what she's saying. And she just, like, it hasn't been seen in a long time, but that inky black, like, just Umbral energy that lets loose from her when her emotions just tick off, just starts pouring. It looks almost like this thick cloud of black just pours off her and hits the ground like a fog machine. And she just screams like a banshee. And she basically just holds her hand to her chest and she just punches the ground repeatedly. And while she's punching the ground, she disappears.
Like
And then,
invisibility type disappears or teleportation type disappears?
like, teleportation type disappear.
Counterspell.
Like, she's not there.
Shara was moving forward and then stops when Roses disappears, and it's just kind of staying there in shock a little bit.
Well, I guess now we have that to worry about as well. 'Cause they'll ask me to check in on all of you and see how I can help, and well, I don't really know where to begin.
Start, do you know where she went? So maybe we can trace her.
Where did she go, Azrin?
Oh, if anyone makes like just a standard perception check, like she basically, she punched the floor with her amulet in her hand. So she's on the Shadow Road. But she's not making it. She's not heading towards Ashtal.
I don't think anybody knows the amulet leads her directly to it. I'm asking as the DM because.
Oh yeah, she noped out. She
Wherever she's at, she is not on this plane at the moment.
That a problem?
Well,
In that state.
Its limits our ability to assist her if anything were to happen while she's in this emotional state.
If we can find out where she went, I can take us there.
I would warn against that. If she's off this plane, there's no telling if you can survive where she's gone.
That could also be said for pretty much everywhere this group has gone for the last year.
Kata just kind of shrugs.
Kind of kicking myself now. I knew for a moment I should have raised a temple or something we could go in where I have control of who goes in and out, but I didn't. This is not good.
I do not know her as well as some of you. Is this a problem? Should we try to go after her, or should we just wait?
I've only seen her like this before. A couple times in the past. It never ends well.
I mean, we don't have much choice when she goes. We don't know where she goes. She just usually ends up coming back at some point.
Can anyone send her a message?
The marbles transcend planes.
They do not. You have to be on the same plane in order for the marble to connect to someone.
Not back tomorrow. I'll send her a message. I have a spell that goes between planes. Just don't have it today.
Then we have to just wait. We don't know where she is. We don't have any way of locating her. until tomorrow. So we don't really have a choice.
No.
I'm gonna the chief kind of speaks up and she like stands up and you can see that she's scanning like around the dome of their home. Suggest y'all stay here for the time being. We got some visitors outside who are keeping an eye out on this place now.
Just worry about anyone being alone in that type of emotional state.
Do you know anything about these visitors?
Can I like check out there like she did to see what I see?
I mean, you could look, yeah.
Yeah, I like to.
All right, and when you look, when you scan outside, you don't really see anything much past about 20 feet out, as the water is a bit dark at the moment.
Can I use my spyglass?
Even if you were to use the spyglass, it wouldn't show you.
Aw, shame.
Because the spyglass gives you true sight. But the spyglass doesn't, peel back natural darkness.
Okay.
There's a bit more of her followers outside. I don't think they're here to cause trouble. Just keep an eye out on things, but let's not risk it. If you need anything from the city, I or my brother can go retrieve it for you and bring it back.
Well, we left a lot of our equipment with the... Actually, wait, hold on. Would I be worried about these visitors being able to hear anything that we say?
Would you?
I think Chari is going to cast See Invisibility to see if is anything
Yeah,
closer.
I think I would be worried about that.
Well, tickle spyglass, and with your seeing visibility, there isn't anything within range to see.
I don't think anyone's in range, but if we want to have any deep discussions tomorrow, I can create a temple that I can control who goes in and out of, and you cannot
Aw, I
scry
wanted to
inside.
shoot people.
Might be a good idea.
So let's table any important discussions until tomorrow.
Tickles.
Yes.
It's at this point in time that you get a ping from your bullet.
Hell yeah.
I love
Get
when that
tickles.
happens because I know Rojan is tracking how long it takes the bullet to get to whoever the hell Tickle shot it at.
The funny thing is that
Okay,
he
where
shot
is
it,
she?
So
he shot it and she traveled, and then so it probably
the
did a
bullet
little,
the
like,
bullet
couple
was going
U-turns.
like this, and then did the U-turn, and it went back. It's just like getting really confused. You get a little ping from your bullet that the target is no longer on this plane of existence.
Oh, come on. But it did hit though, right?
No, it did not.
Oh, bullshit.
Well,
But-
just in case something.
You have the information that the intended target of the bullet is no longer on this plane of existence.
I'll just go ahead and relay that and be like, oh, she's also not in this plane of existence.
That's unfortunate. We were going to scry on her.
Yeah.
Probably not a good idea.
Please don't, because I took a beating when I said her name.
Yeah, you did.
I was proud of it too. Didn't even care. Worth it.
Caldros, just in case, I'm going to give you a blessing. I'm going to cast Gift of Luck on Caldros, which for the next 24 hours, you essentially have luck.
As in the luck
Is it-
feat.
Is it once?
Essentially, yeah.
Is it once or 3 times like
3
the actual
times.
feat?
That's a great spell.
That is a
Yeah.
great spell. Fuck divination.
So I'm so okay with this.
Yeah.
It's the
So-
bane of his existence.
And it's a level 2 spell.
Divination wizards are
it's
broken as
ritual?
fuck.
Dude, you went broken as fuck. Abjuration. Like,
This is true. They are broken too.
You control destiny. if you're an abjuration wizard. I hit you. No, you didn't. I failed that check. No, you didn't. I made that check.
No, you didn't. I have changed the dice rolls. Pray I don't change them and change them more.
I know.
How to piss off a DM? No, you didn't.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I use those wizards against you guys all the time.
Do you? I don't remember.
That's why every time I say no, you didn't.
Oh.
But yeah, you get the notification that she is not on this plane of existence.
Well, fuck her.
And Rose, in your fury, you do use your amulet and you are taken to the Shadow Roads, but not as close to the crossroads as you normally appear.
She didn't want to.
That's yeah. So,
like she.
but as you appear, still kind of like crouched down in like clenching that amulet in anger, you feel a hand touch your shoulder.
She is going to look up at it angrily and grab the hilt of her Kopesh.
As you look up at the hand, and you can see body behind her, your mother is standing behind you.
Like
Be right back.
like the bitch mom?
Yeah,
or
like the actual mom. Yes.
Night Queen mom.
Night Queen mom. Yes.
Oh, I'm fucking dead.
Now, is this any way for you to act?
She is going to shadow step back away from her, and she's going to pull out her bow.
And she stands there and watches you. I honestly expected more. You here talking about, not even talking, throwing one of your tantrums. I thought you outgrew these.
You don't have the right to dictate what or how I choose to deal with my feelings.
It makes you sloppy.
You don't think I know that?
I thought you would have been trained better.
Well, excuse me for being still young enough to be affected by people who I once cared for deeply.
If you must know, the child is not harmed. She is not in any danger. I have been looking after her. She is with me.
You expect me to believe that?
I can take you to her if you so wish.
Willingly come with you somewhere where I'm grossly outnumbered.
I give you my word, no harm will come to you.
Swear it on your throne.
I swear it on both my throne and on my name that if you were to come with me to confirm that your sister is safe, no harm will come to you as long as you do not attempt to take her.
Fine. And like Rose's bow will just slowly like dissipate back into her bracelet. And then she'll just slowly walk up to her, and it's her body is trying to make her not move, and it's just like this very staccatic walk towards her, and she's still just crying profusely, like her tear ducts are swollen. She's crying so hard.
And she just gently holds a hand out.
She grabs it.
And as her hand kind of encircles yours, you're pulled from the shadow roads. And you're standing, and for a brief second, you're like whisked through space-time again, and then you are now standing in a very beautifully crafted throne room.
I recognize it.
Is you do recognize the architecture of the royal chambers of the Kamiraskan court, rebuilt.
Rebuilt.
The throne's empty, though there is no sign of any brain jars, any illithids anywhere. It's almost as if it's been restored to its former glory.
Can I feel the other people connected to the Marble Network?
Yep. The moment you pop in, the Marble Network is active.
You see, you've redecorated.
Oh, it was not us who redecorated. Once you and your friends tore this from the sky, the people who survived began to rebuild. It's amazing what you can do with a bunch of high-powered mages at your disposal. So as you can see, the seat of the royal family still remains empty. They have not yet chosen their new leaders.
Pretty sure there's much infighting amongst the ones that are left.
Oh, that's the interesting thing. They executed a vast majority of the surviving nobles after the events of you and your friends transpired.
Are they worried the rest of the line was infected by the Illithids?
They were tired of being kept down, tired of their abilities with magic being what justified their position in society. They're trying to restructure.
How far is Rose from the throne?
Probably a good 40 feet.
She walks towards it. I can understand those feelings. Being kept down, boot to neck, leash yoked tight.
When were you ever on a leash? You are given more freedom than anyone else. You were even given choices. Were you anyone else, I would have just ordered you to kill her. Wouldn't have given you the choice to disobey. But then what kind of mother would I be?
You're talking like you were ever a very good one.
Oh, no, not at all. Yet I do not see my children as slaves or tools to be used. Unlike my husband, who was using his daughter, preparing her to be a weapon against me.
Are the thrones, like, obviously king and queen?
There is a single throne at the moment.
Okay. when Rose gets up to it, she's just gonna basically just nonchalantly sit in it.
She just looks at you, unimpressed.
I was tired.
Your tantrums do tend to tire you out. But now that you've calmed a bit, if you wish to see your sister, she kind of like waves a hand and a small like dinner bell appears on the armrest of the throne.
Oh god, I'm not ringing the bell.
Just ring that and it will summon her to you.
I have issues with bells.
It's a simple summoning bell. Same you would
She-
call the help with.
She reluctantly like rings it. She just like, but just like there's just it's like she just expects something horrible to happen from ringing the bell. She's just
And as you ring the bell and it echoes throughout the chamber. No ships appear. You're not transported anywhere.
No
Nothing
doula
blows up.
hands.
No doula hands show
It's
up.
like-
Nobody talking about balance.
it's like-
Down into one of the adjacent hallways, you hear the soft clacking of heeled shoes. And about a moment later, a young woman who looks to be maybe in her early 20s walks in with a very long, flowing night blue dress. Almost a duplicate of what your mother is currently wearing. Her hair softly pulled back into a very long braid that goes like hangs down to her waist. A very noticeable slit in the middle of her forehead where a third eye would be located. Seeing you, she kind of gives you a very bright smile and rushes over to you and throws her arms around your shoulders.
and Rose hugs her tight. And she just, starts to well up again, and she just in her ear, she's like, I'm sorry.
Sorry about what? You've done nothing wrong.
I'm sorry that I can't take you away from this right now.
I don't want to go from this. Why would I want to go from this? I'm safe here. Out there, I'm a target. And Sarastrasa walks up behind her, and she stands up, adjusting herself a bit. I whisked the girl away one night while she was in the forest. Her father and some of the other Fey Lords who have decided to rise against me were frustrated that the child did not want to become a weapon. She just wanted a normal life in the city with her mother. She didn't want to rule. She didn't want to kill me. She didn't care about the courts.
Well,
So
I can't blame her.
I whisked her away under my protection. I haven't put any thoughts in her mind of taking the throne or becoming my proxy or any other evil you can think of. I've simply let her do as she wishes.
Can I insight?
Sure.
probably the best roll I'm gonna have all day. Let's see. Yep, that is a 19 total.
You can't really find any traces of mistruth from her. And from the look of look on Sally's face, it looks, well, it appears as if everything she's saying is the truth.
And you said Sally looks like she's in her early 20s, right?
Early 20s, yes.
And Rose is going to just brush the front of her hair and look deeply in her eyes, and she's gonna tell her, "You did not have my permission to grow up so fast."
We spent some time in the Feywild. It has an effect on people like me.
Well, there's not much we can do about that. Those things are pretty much a done deal. It would have been nice to have seen you grow up into this lovely young lady, though.
I needed to grow up. I'm less of a target this way.
No, you didn't need to grow up. You needed to be a child.
I was a child for 10 years. It was boring.
Oh, darling, darling, darling. You were a child in a time that was not favorable to children. And that is a sad, sad thing. You will never know the pleasures of the games one can play as a child in the Shadowfell. Things I wanted to teach you while you were still, let's say, at an age that it would be appropriate. It would seem very silly and foolish now. I was hoping there would be time for us to grow together. I can watch you grow.
You have all the time you want. You can stay with Sally. As I said, no harm will come to you.
And you think I'm just gonna stay here and let whatever it is you're planning play out?
She kind of shrugs with a smile. I said no harm would come to you.
As long as I didn't try to take Sally.
I never said that I had any intention of letting you leave.
You intend to stop me?
I don't need to do anything. You are right where you need to be.
On the Kami Raskin throne?
No.
It's like,
Under my watch. Under the guard of my kingdom.
so now you're in control of Kami Raskin.
Please, why would I want to be in control of this whole? I'm only using the palace for now until we find that tome.
I doubt very seriously that's going to happen.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But you two have some catching up to do. I will leave you to it. I have my own matters to attend to. And she just turns and begins to walk away.
Do Do I get a sense that there are arcane eyes on us, perchance?
You have enough knowledge of your mother to know that she has eyes and ears everywhere on you.
We will. She's still sitting on the throne. She's gonna grab Sally's hands and she's gonna go. Enter a deal that prevents me from taking you from here at this moment, but rest assured, I will come and get you.
Why? I don't want to leave. I am right where I belong.
With her?
Yes.
And do you not think that she'll turn on you the second your usefulness to her disappears?
I have done nothing for her. I haven't helped her with anything. I haven't cast anything. All she's given me is protection and a place to sleep. I can leave whatever I want to, but I don't want to.
Well, then I can't take you, but you can come with me willingly.
But I do not wish to go with you willingly. I wish to stay here.
You think you'd be safer with her than with me?
Yes.
Well, I can't say there are things that would be less hesitant to make a play for you under my protection than under hers, but I've survived some unsurvivable things before.
Whatever you do, do not try to go back to the Shadow Roads from here. I've seen it end bloody for many people. That's the only warning I can give you.
What has she done to the gates here?
She dictates who can come and who can go. She has a stone crafted specifically for this ley line.
So I just need to get off the island.
That'll be easier said than done.
Well,
Gonna be some more getting out of, well, this palace.
well, if she hasn't done anything to it, there's nothing that can stop me from getting out of it.
You know her better than I do. If she wants to keep you here, she's going to try everything in her power to keep you.
Oh, I know she's going to try. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to attempt to stop her. I do not wish to be a gilded kate. Do not wish to be a gilded bird. And I don't want that for you either. I know you feel safe. You know, technically, you are safe. But the safety comes with a cost.
I have full freedom here. The first time in my life, I am not treated as some prized possession. I am not meant to be guarded or protected or used on people's whims against others. I have full freedom in this city. I can come and go as I please.
And if you would try to leave the city, knowing the danger that waits for you,
They would allow me to leave.
I've tested that little thought of yours.
Yes, I have gone on strolls. I have gone to other places, but I always come back here. This is home for now.
I wish I could have gotten to you sooner. And Rose is gonna stand up off the throne and she's gonna go, I know you think you're safe. Well, you're safe from him for now. But she has no compunction for not hurting those who she claims she cares for. And even though you think she's not using you as a tool, everything and everyone into whatever she wants is gotten is just another pawn in her game.
Even so, I am no pawn. What she does to others is no concern of mine, as long as I have my freedom.
Well, it shouldn't be. You only need to concern yourself with those you actually care for, or those who can do something for you.
And right now, she can do the most for me.
Well, you say you like to go on strolls. Shall we take one?
I'd rather not right now.
Then, if it's some time before I get to see you again, know that you are few, very few of the people in this world that I actually care for. And nothing will change that, despite your newfound adultness and your rather cheeky independence. It's like, you are my family. And whoever is my family, I will die to make sure they are safe and sound. That is something you never have to worry about. And you never have to ask me.
I don't need promises of protection, Rose.
I'm not promising you protection. I'm letting you know that I won't allow anything to hurt you, not because I want anything from you, because I have some deep-seated desire to protect you. I do it because I want to.
What I'm saying is I don't need you to do it. I need a sister, not a defender. I can take care of myself now. She's given me some of her power.
She's what?
She has given me some of her power so I can defend myself if there are ever times I am alone and need it.
Well, I guess I can't throw stones at this glass house.
No, but I can help you. You do not want to be here. Kind of looks around and plucks a bead off of her necklace and kind of just throws it to the ground, smashing it. And this black wisp begins to emanate from the glass as a small gate opens. That will take you back to your friends.
Slave pass fireball. No, it's not a slave pass fireball. Fucky fuck. She's gonna hug her. And she's gonna just tell her, it's like, I wish I want to stay with you. I want you in my life. But there are things that need to be done that I cannot do here or with her in my shadow.
She kind of hugs you. Like, you can notice she's like moving you towards the gate a little bit with a bit of like urgency in her eyes. Just
And Rose will. I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
Like Rose is gonna just like, she's gonna step like, up to the portal, and she's gonna turn back and look at her, and she goes,
And you're kind of caught off guard as you turn around and look at her. As you catch like a full-on like front kick, like straight into the gut, pushing you back into the portal.
like, did she Sparta kick me into the portal?
She just full-on Sparta kicks you into the portal. And there's just like a very twisted smile on her face as you're pulled through.
Like twisted bad? Like, I mean, my family. Twisted
Like,
smiles are kind of a thing we do.
No, like a gotcha kind of smile. And as you're
where am I?
pulled through the gate, you kind of feel like you're falling through just like shards of glass for about a good 5 minutes. And then you pop out the other side next to Tarshara, cut to ribbons, down to 1 HP.
Rose, are you okay? And then we're run over, seeing all the blood, and then we're going to start casting healing. I think that's what I have right now is healing word, though. So I'll cast probably 2 instances of healing word, which are, we'll do them at 4th level. That would be, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5d4 for each one. I'm right. 12 hit points plus 5, so it's 17 hit points, and 2, 4, 6, 10, 13, 18 hit points.
And the rest of you see her come tumbling out of like a gate that's open momentarily before shutting behind her.
I'll take a knee next
Was
to
it-
Rose.
Was it more like an illusion? Like, because I'm just like, I'm really trying to like Rose's mind is like really like running fast because she's not sure if it was just Sarastra being, like being in 2 places at once again, or if like Sally's actually, succumbed to.
Give me an insight check.
Shara's hands are not going to let go of Rose at all in case she tries to teleport again, because that's what she's kind of assuming she did.
Everyone
so she will be dragged with her.
Everyone, even if they're not a wizard, prepares counterspell.
That is a 22. I rolled a Kraken on that.
It's Sally.
So now Rose is like super confused.
Caldros, what were you doing?
I'll take a knee next to Rose when she pops out, and I'll place a hand on her shoulder, and I'll dump my full lay on hands and 60 HP to Rose. I'll say, I know this whole situation must be hard for you. I don't know what just happened, but probably best to not leave the group, even if you are upset. I'll stand up and just scan the horizon, see if I can see anything.
As you look around, you still see probably like 20 feet out before it begins to like just be pitch black water.
Like, did I tumble into Tarashara or?
No, you kind of like tumbled next to her.
She probably
Alright.
gathered you up though, so you're pretty much in her arms. She's not letting go.
Like Rose is just going to just hug Tarashara, and she's just crying into her shoulder, and she is just, let's see, and in Elvish, she's just whispering in her ear, it's like, stupid, so stupid.
Well, too bad I don't understand Elvish.
What?
Not an elf.
That's the one language I don't speak.
Killing me here.
No, sorry. Celestial, Common, Draconic.
Yeah.
And
I don't speak
book.
that.
And book.
I don't speak that celestial nonsense. Not this character. She just presumed she'd speak Elvish because, you know, it's a high language and she is a pretty princess, so.
She does not speak Elvish, but it's fine. She's just there. She's comforting you the best she can. Not understanding you, but just... I do
Yeah.
like an insight to see if I can kind of understand the gist of what she's trying to say.
You don't even need an insight check. Like you kind of know Rose well enough to like understand what she's feeling at this moment.
Yeah, she's just not responding. She just basically is just, you know, she's just, just kind of there,
Yeah.
but not there.
And she's probably whispering back stuff about how you're not responsible for the actions of others. And just doing her best to comfort.
Yeah, and
I think after a while, she'd probably attempt to move you to a room or somewhere where we could just sit down and you could be alone to process with just the two of us.
yeah, Rose will just like crawl up into like a ball, like she's like Rose is checked out.
Yeah. And knowing Rose has a tendency to disappear like this, she's not letting go. She's there, hold on to you the whole time.
All right, so while Rose is now back even more now emotionally damaged, we're gonna go ahead and take our first break for the night. Get up, stretch our legs, get something to drink, and we will be right back.
clouds move closer, but with a deepest red. Oh, beneath them we look on. When they part comes the hatred they bring. Lost in the dark, we've come so far. Another step to rid the pain. Going So what is to be left for us? My people look on and say, don't fear what you don't know, 'cause we're far from certain fate. And we'll make our final stand, lost in the dark. We've come so far, another step to rid the pain. Go and be counted till your last day, 'cause only nightmares break their flames. So stand upon these fallen lands and following our Father's plans. Yeah, until the end we will remain, and we'll hold on until the last So stand upon these fallen lands and following our Father's plans. Yeah, until the end we will remain, and we'll hold on until our last to come down the endless fire, to bring forth the ages, to be left with no pain. You'll see a vision's eye and give your body to the fire. It's true that you were born to die. So now we set your spirit free. Let the lifeless crew.
All right, we are back.
Then you start getting into the semantics of player wants and DMs like
Yeah.
going
So,
not letting you break my game. Sorry.
Groudon, the plan is I will use Move Earth to create a cavity underground, and then you use Dimension Door to put someone in it.
Okay.
There we go.
I
Welcome back.
but Tickles would still have to know that there's a space there.
I'll tell
Try
her.
on the space.
She doesn't have to see the space. She just has to know it's there. I'll tell her where it is.
And
Don't
I
miss.
mean, if the spell says that they are shunted to the nearest unoccupied space, as long as they're generally close and there's no unoccupied space closer, then they get shunted into that space.
So Kyo creates a hole. There's already a hole a little bit away. You miss, you get into the other hole. It's all the same.
The hell are you talking about?
Welcome back,
Nothing.
Roach.
Don't worry about it.
We're talking about the misuses of Dimension Door.
I gotcha. So the night kind of, I don't really know how it winds down, but it winds down.
I can tell you how it winds down because I'm doing a thing.
Okay.
Kyo started doing a ritual spell probably a few minutes after it was mentioned that we had people that were kind of watching us from the outside. And I looked it up. It is possible for this to happen. I can give you the equation if you really want it. But she is going to spend 10 minutes casting Control Weather.
Okay.
And over however many minutes it takes for the changes to take effect, because I don't know what the actual weather is like right now, she is changing the temperature to unbearable heat and the wind to storm. So that will, the intent of this is to make it just a little bit more difficult for people to surround us, basically, by shifting the ocean currents. Make it really difficult for them to move through the water.
Okay.
So it'll take a while for it to reach this far down into the ocean, but it will eventually reach this far down into the ocean.
So you're basically making, like, you know, a death funnel over the house.
More or less, not
Let's
looking
make
to
a
really,
tornado or a
not
whirlpool.
looking to really like kill people, but if anyone wants
Just
to
make it uncomfortable.
Yeah, if anyone wants to sit outside of our little safety bubble here and watch us, it's going to be really difficult for them.
Kyo pretty much changed the temperature in the ocean to pretty much what happens when you walk out in like 89% humidity in the middle of summer in Florida.
Oh god, I've
Yep,
done that.
I know that feeling.
That's
Yeah,
some horrible
and
shit.
It's like
that
the ocean.
combined
The
with-
ocean now feels like hot soup.
Yeah, and that it's like hot soup that you've stirred up, and it's like swirling around.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
I'm gonna say it takes probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours for it to like reach down this low.
Okay. And she will maintain concentration on that for the full 8 hours or until something breaks her concentration.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything?
Sleeping with my kids. Keeping an eye on them.
Catatonic mess.
Comforting said catatonic mess.
Slowly resting off the sadness that is now rage alcohol.
Do I still have that mirror?
Huh?
Do I still have that mirror that spies on people?
I don't think you ever lost it.
Oh, I just spy my husband if he allows it.
Well, that's the great thing about a spy mirror is people don't have to allow
They
it.
don't have to allow it.
I don't know. What if what if he has something that's like, I don't want you to spy on me right now?
Then you
You
get
know?
static.
Yeah. Oh, and Zoro points out that's her mirror.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Do I still have it on me?
Did you ever give it back to Zoro?
I don't remember.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna say at that point in time, Ash probably has it on her. Then, if you can't
Okay.
remember who has it,
Cool.
Smell.
We-
Being the hoardy miser that Ashton actually is, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't let you borrow it for longer than you intended.
Probably.
is Kaldros doing anything?
Being a dick.
When have I ever?
Wow.
I was looking for a fight.
Tickles, it's not good to disrespect your leader.
I never said he was.
Damn.
Neither did I.
Oh.
You're welcome for the laugh.
Sorry for shielding you and giving you aura of courage and protection this whole time. No problem. Cool.
Tickles is now under the permanent aura of go fuck yourself.
Tickles is no longer considered by Caldross an ally and therefore is no longer affected by his aura of courage.
Hey,
You're just an acquaintance, not an ally.
Which also means that Caldross will no longer give Tickles pack tactics.
Yep.
Oh, that's fine. I got other uses of pack tag. It's all for my kids.
I got kids for that.
Have you noticed how your kids don't seem to manage to make it into any of our big battles?
Yeah, because I do not allow
Exactly.
children to be used as weaponry.
Exactly.
Exactly.
There's a reason for that. Unless my kids can handle themselves and they're adults, by all means.
So, anyways, Caldross will probably spend whatever downtime with Fira and is interested in starting to spar with Callistra on a regular basis.
Okay. So just pretty much training.
Like Rocky style training montage.
Now all I could think of is like both
That's it.
like Cal and Callista running on the beach together. Like the Rocky Apollo training montage.
That really slow motion in the ocean hug that just looked weird.
Yep.
Isn't that Baywatch?
No.
No.
That was Rocky.
Yeah, that whole slow mo on the beach thing they got from Rocky too.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is it doing the music too? Da, 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 da.
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
it's like look it up. It's like it's a thing. It's one like you want to talk about montages? That's a fucking montage.
So now that you guys are pretty much, well, unless you want to, leave, stuck here for a little bit, is there anything that you are planning on doing within the next week as you wait for your weapons and other items to be complete?
I'm planning on leaving, actually. Like, genuinely.
Okay.
Oh no.
Jara
Before the week is up or at the last week?
Like, the next morning. After we have our current full rest.
Oh no.
Do
Oh,
I
no.
have to like keep an eye on you?
Shara is
I'll
planning
be
on
back, don't
erecting,
worry.
with permission of the family there, she wants to erect one of the
How
temples,
large is the temple?
120 feet on each side.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, okay.
There is not
That's
enough
what she was
room in
gonna
the
ask.
front. There is not enough room in the front yard to erect a temple.
Yeah,
But does it come with its own air pocket, and can you put it outside the bubble?
technically?
I mean, technically, you all have the pearl network to talk to one another, and that's
Yeah,
private.
it's just
That's
more
private
that no
DMs.
one can. It's
All you
more
hear
that
is-
no one can enter the temple without permission. That's more what it was.
It's
That's fine.
It's like tiny hut, but not tiny.
Not tiny, and there's no gap on the bottom.
I could do a tiny hut.
All right, so Keo, you were talking about leaving.
Yes.
Where are you going?
I am going to the desert to I can't really pick a specific spot. Somewhere that's kind of away from everywhere else. Actually, let's
Going
say
to kill a bunch of young gnolls that you happen to cross one day.
yes. That's the plan.
Wow.
I've encountered them once. I can scry on them and teleport right there.
Wasn't that almost a thing? Like in
It almost was.
Isn't it? It's like
He almost damn near killed all of us.
She is gonna go. You know what? Let's say she's gonna go like halfway between the Colosseum and what were we calling that place? Fort Zale.
Mm-hmm.
Fort Zale is like a parking lot now.
No, it's not.
Nope.
Fort Sale's still there.
Yep.
You all
Oh,
just
You
you all
haven't
just
been there
like
in a year.
you all just made its magic teleport circle there, and then told a couple gnolls and hired a couple pirates to retrofit it, and then you never came back.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
of the other place. Sorry.
Oh yeah, Casa de Zale is pretty much.
Casa de Zale is the parking lot.
Yeah.
Reminder, I didn't choose the names for either of these places. Just putting that out there. But yeah, she'll go like right here-ish,
Okay.
using her helm of teleportation. And she doesn't know what she's doing, but she's a druid, so she's just gonna try some druid ritual bullshittery. And
Okay.
it's gonna take her several days to do this, but she's going to begin using Move Earth to essentially carve a massive ritual circle into the ground.
Okay.
And the aim of the ritual circle is to transmute material from one type of stone into another. She wants to transmute the sand into quartz.
Okay. How big of a circle are you talking?
It will be a circle with a diameter of a circle with a circumference of 1 mile. It will take her 3.5 days to do that.
Okay.
Damn.
So what I'm going to need for Kyo is I'm going to need 3 survival rolls.
Okay.
And then 3 percentile rolls. Because she is
First-
technically alone out there.
First survival roll is a 31.
Okay.
Percentile roll on that is off to a great start with a 96.
Okay.
Second survival is a little bit worse. It's a 24.
A little bit worse.
Percentile on that is 68.
Okay.
One shy of the best number. Third survival is a 28 with a percentile of 75.
Okay. So nothing bad happens to Kyo. I just wanted to make sure that she actually remembered to, take care of herself and eat and not just concentrate on making a large circle.
That's what good berries are for.
That is what good berries are for. Look, if
Welcome
you're
to Goodberry, home
Look-
of the Goodberry.
look, if you're a druid and you don't take good berry, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, good. Everyone laughs at Druids like, haha, you wasted the first level spell slot. Yeah, until your monkey ass is dying of thirst and hunger, and you out of rations and food and water.
Oh, look, one berry, I'm done for the
The
day.
day, yeah. It's like-
So once the circle is complete, she is going to then move to the very center of that circle and again use Move Earth to dig straight down. And she's going to be digging straight down for about 2 days.
Isn't this now quartz?
Nope. Well, she wouldn't try to activate the circle immediately. She wants to prep it, basically,
Oh, okay.
for activation.
Okay, so what I need is now I need another 2 days survival and percentiles.
That is a 27 on the survival and a 72 on the percentile. Why can't I roll these percentiles for travel rolls?
Oh no,
man?
trust me, these are doing you good.
And then that is a 25 on survival and 45 on the percentile.
Okay. Can I get a Constitution saving throw from you for the 45?
You can. That is a 25.
Okay. So you're slowed down on the final day. You've kind of pushed yourself a little too hard, but you're able to refrain from fainting.
Okay. So once she's rested up again, at the bottom of that tunnel straight down that she's dug, she's going to then begin to cast Earthquake with the intent of perhaps spurring some volcanic activity.
Are you doing this down while you're down in the hole, or are you
While
back up?
she's down in the hole.
Okay.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Because
but
she
keep going.
has to be there in the area for the earthquake to work, and she also needs to or wants to try and keep it going until she feels like, you know, magma is about to come bursting through this tunnel.
Go ahead. Can you bring Earthquake up for me, please?
I don't want to hear shit about the dumb stuff Rose does anymore.
Same with me.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Are you?
So her whole intent here is to create this tunnel so that if magma does erupt, it will follow that tunnel that she's created. And she's at the bottom of it and casting this earthquake in the ground below her.
How far below her?
Well, the range is only
A point on the ground that you can see
it's-
within
yeah.
range.
And the radius of it is
100.
Closed roll 20.
It's a 100-foot circle. It's a 100-foot radius circle centered on the point, and
Yeah. So the center point is like right at her feet, essentially.
Yay, math.
all right. Well, since you are casting it on yourself, I am going to need you to give me the dexterity saving throw,
I can do that.
and I need to make the structural saving throws for the tunnel.
The dexterity save is an 18.
An 18 that saves your spell. That doesn't save your spell save DC.
Nope. It is not possible for her to save against her own spell save DC with a dex save.
Jesus.
She has a spell save DC of 22.
Oh. Yeah, that would explain it.
Yeah, and she only has a +1 to her dexterity saves.
All right, so you're going to take 19 points of bludgeoning damage, and you're knocked
Okay.
prone.
And I will make that concentration check since Earthquake is a concentration spell. No problem though, and yeah, that's no problem. That's a 24.
So there's a bit of an issue here, Keo.
I figured there would be.
As digging that hole and everything, you kind of become partially buried, as the structural integrity of the tunnel doesn't necessarily hold itself.
I figured there might be a chance of that.
Roll me percentiles if you.
The worms.
That is an 87.
An 87. You keep this going on. How long are you going to keep the concentration up? Because it's up to 1 minute. Are you just gonna have it
I'll
shake?
keep it going for the full minute or until I feel like my goal is about to be achieved.
Yep. So, like near the end of the minute, you begin to feel large quantities of heat beginning to surround you, as you can see through cracks along the sides of the walls where it collapsed around you, begin to glow a soft red.
Okay, so I
And then a singular eye opens in the wall.
okay.
And then you could see red cracks beginning to like form along the head, and like magma beginning to like pour out of it.
What do you want on your tombstone?
Did I just
Fancy-
accidentally anger someone again?
Fancy meeting you here.
Hello.
I was taking a nap and got rudely woken up. I was about ready to kick whoever's ass did it, but hello again.
Wait, again.
Yeah, we fought back in the vault.
It's the fucking red dragon.
That is awesome.
He has the hots for tickles.
Why are you down here?
We're making a crystal volcano.
Come again?
A volcano, but once it erupts and then cools, we're going to turn it into crystal.
Sounds really cool. You want some help with that?
Yes, please.
You see the rest of the structures being opened up a bit more as he stands up and he begins to stretch his body out. He kind of moves the rubble off of you and helps you up.
We were a little concerned that this was probably going to kill us. We were prepared for the heat, but not so much for the crushing.
Yeah, normally when you make an earthquake in a tunnel, it kind of falls down. You don't have any...
We thought that was possible, yes.
You don't have any scaffolding or any structural integrity whatsoever. It's just a hole in the sand.
Yes.
Well, on the bright side, you want a volcano, I can make a volcano.
That would be welcome.
How big you want it?
Well, it has to fit within the circle that we made on the surface in order for us to change it afterwards.
He kind of just picks you up in his claw and he just flies up out of the hole. His body kind of pushing it aside a little bit as he's coming through. He catches up into the air and he looks down. And he just takes a deep breath and he just shoots magma down into the hole itself.
That's a neat trick.
And about 5 or so minutes later, you begin to see it kind of bubbling up and beginning to flow out of the tunnel that you made previously.
Your assistance is very much appreciated. Do you think that circle we made is going to work? We've never tried this before.
It'll work. I just stay away from it until after it cools.
We can bring some rain in to help cool it a bit quicker.
I guess that would work. Kind of flies down and sets you on the out a little bit of ways from the circle. Well, you have fun with that. I'm gonna go find a new place to sleep.
We apologize for waking you up. We didn't expect to run into anyone a mile below the surface.
If it was anyone else, I'd kill you, but I kind of like you. Say hi to that rat dragon for me. He kind of flies off.
Right.
Still has the hots for me.
Thirsty. Damn.
That's a thirsty dragon. All right, call me.
So, I will stand there and watch the eruption until it started to slow a little bit, and then I'll call in the rain to help cool it, and then try and activate the circle.
Okay. And what circle, or what does the circle necessarily do?
So the idea here is that the circle will transmute all of the rock and sand within it that the volcano is made out of into clear quartz, because quartz has a really, really high melting point. So it will be able to resist the heat of the magma and the eruptions and stuff.
Rosa, it's not from the Wildlands game.
Activating the circle will hopefully make this rock volcano into a crystal volcano.
Okay, go ahead and roll me percentiles. Let's see how well this happens.
Let's keep rolling this one. It seems to be going well for us. Moderately well. That's a 71.
Okay, so I'm going to say it takes probably the full 7 days for you to complete all of this. But by the time it's said and done, you have a decent sized volcano in front of you with large formations of quartz jutting out from the surface.
Right. So she'll admire her handiwork for a while before eventually using the helm of teleportation to rejoin the group, probably very exhausted and a little singed.
Okay, so that will happen in 7 days, but you're out there doing your thing. Present time, back at the dome. Is there anything anybody else is planning on doing for the next 7 days?
I will try to use my Raven to get word to the Raven Queen, asking her about the status of my home. And
Okay.
see if I figure it's a raven from a god, so it should hopefully be able to handle getting a message to her even though we're underwater.
I mean, weird things have happened.
Weirder things have indeed happened.
Random magic game.
Okay.
But
So,
just trying to,
You deliver.
I'm not expecting anything like right now or anything, but just trying to get information about.
You deliver the message, or you give your message to the bird, and it just hops off of your arm and jets up out of the bubble, and you can see it streaking through the water. And then it gets probably about a good 50 feet away from the bubble, and then it just vanishes into a dark wisp.
Something like that might happen.
What's that?
Thought something like that might happen. Cool.
Anybody else want to do anything for 7 days, or?
I don't know.
To that extent,
Like, are we stuck in
Praying
this
to God.
bubble?
Yeah, pretty much you've been told not to leave. Anything that you need, the chief says that she'll go out and she'll grab from the city or whatever.
Darn, I was going to teach my kids how to hunt for fish.
None of your kids can breathe water.
I can. Oh, that's true.
Is Callistra up for 2-day sparring sessions?
not all in one go, but yes.
Rose is going to pray to Coateal for strength and guidance.
Okay. Just a generic prayer?
Pact infused prayer.
Okay. Can you roll me percentiles?
I sure can.
Teach my kids how to make potions.
Potion seller.
Oh, you mean poisons, not potions. Let's be real.
Oh, sorry. Kids, today we're gonna murder someone. Are you ready?
Just send your kids over to Zale's alchemy summer camp, and
Yeah,
she'll
that's a
teach them.
59.
I mean, when dealing with natural substances, usually a high dose of anything will kill you.
Like chewing on cherries.
So you do your pact infused prayer, but you don't necessarily get any response from her, but you feel that she has at least heard it.
Okay. I mean, other than that, I mean, like Rose is just gonna lay in bed, cry, and like just, you know, she's she's very like she's just not there right now. Still.
Okay. So, on the end of the 7th day, Theo returns, looking a little singed, very exhausted, but in tow with quite a bit of quartz.
I imagine when she shows up, she just kind of like drops the quartz and then does a face plant to the ground, starts falling asleep.
And Rex kind of like picks you up and he like carries you into the house and like puts you into the bed just so you know you're not sleeping in the dirt. And as he comes on out, the chief returns, carrying a very large sack. And she summons everybody over to the campfire. And she pretty much gives everybody very, very large wrapped parcels. But Caldros, you're also given a small container as well from a special project that you commissioned while you were in the city. Inside these parcels are your adamantine dragon infused weapons and armor. For Tickles, you have that giant kappa shell.
Look, kids, I'm a turtle.
When you put it on your back, this thing is feather light. Like there's no restriction to movement or anything of that sort. And when you kind of like tuck down, you completely just go underneath the shell and just hard pressed to the ground.
Oh, hell yeah.
While you are under this shell, you are in a near impregnable fortress from the outside.
Except for AoE spells. They fuck
Or
me up.
anything that comes up from underneath the ground, but anything else, you've got full cover in this thing.
That means, if I'm correct, if you had like a fireball dropped on top of you, you're considered in full cover still.
Yep, you are considered in full cover. The fireball does not affect you.
What's the AC increase to full cover?
There is no AC increase because you can't be hit.
Oh.
Full cover is like you're inside a house and somebody's trying to hit you with a sword.
Yeah. They have to chop through the house first to get to you.
Yep.
Okay, and I have to do this on a turn, correct?
It does take an action to either drop down or stand up.
Okay.
It's a movement action, pretty much.
Oh, so move action?
Yeah, so pretty much dropping down is just your movement action of going prone. And then standing up is recovering from prone, which is half your movement speed.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Can I still attack and then go in prone?
Yes, you can. You because it's a movement action, so you as long as you have half of your movement speed left, you can drop prone and then be under that turtle shell after like shooting your gun.
Run to position using half your movement, open fire,
Drop
land on the
down.
ground.
Yep. You pretty much
Back
now
up, fire again.
you pretty much now have
Like a mobile
modified version
fortress.
of your box,
I do finally.
but you can carry it on your back.
Yeah, you just get to a spot. You fire, crouch. It's like your turn
So,
again. Stand up.
So you said it's
fire,
half
crouch
movement,
again.
correct?
Half movement, yes.
So, so technically, if I was in prone, I can use half movement to get up, shoot, and go back.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
You're not moving.
As
You're
long
not
as-
moving.
As long as you don't move from the spot, yes, you can do that.
So who wants to die today?
Now remind me, did you also get the bullets made for you?
Yes.
Okay, you also have a small bandolier of 15 bullets. Every one of them has a crimson tip on them.
Okay, crimson bullets.
These bullets ignore all resistance. And when they puncture through on a critical hit, you do brutal critical twice.
Yay.
Wait, so Tickles gets to add the brutal critical 2 times?
Yep.
Then the normal damage?
These bullets pretty much have a shrapnel effect to when they detonate, they explode with tiny pieces of adamantine that shred through the body.
Damn.
May I say, ow?
You basically gave him hollow points.
Yeah. He has a hollow adamantine hollow points. When you absolutely have to fuck something's day up.
Yeah. Tiny hole on the front side.
Where's that dragon? I'm gonna
big
fuck him up
gaping
really
hole
good.
on the backside?
Tiny
Both
hole,
sexually and
giant
bad.
door.
Hello there. Have you heard about my Lord and Savior, the gun?
Jeebus.
I think I finally put Necrath over in the storage container over here.
Remember, you only got 15 of those. Don't go.
You
use
only
them
have 15
repeatedly.
of those bullets, so use
Okay.
them wisely.
Yeah, think about Rose with her
Final
freaking-
battle.
with her with her crazy space alien
And maybe
shit
kill
metal.
my brother. I don't know.
She held on to as many of those as she possibly could.
I still have some other bullets that were made earlier.
She still has one left, by the way.
You were your blade and your shield, right? If I remember correctly.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Blade and Shield, and then I basically bought Kyo's excess to do the Wyvern barding.
That's right. So, your sword and shield now have the outlines of the blade and the shield itself in this crimson, almost gold-like imbuement. The spikes that your shield can generate that have the cold iron now have the red tips on them as well. In your sword and shield stance, the blade and the spikes ignore resistance. When you combine them together to make that big fuck off sword, it's Vorpal.
All right.
What does that do again?
Point of order question.
Critical hit is a decapitation.
Yeah.
Right, no. But is that only on a natural 20? Or does that get affected by
It's when you
my
crit.
vow of enmity, which extends my critical range
It's
to
when you-
19 to 20?
It's when you critically hit.
Okay, so 1920 will work if that's active.
Yes.
Okay.
If you convert it into the big fuck off blade, then it will have the Vorpal capability.
Well then, first fight in, first swing.
And
That's the end of the
along
fight.
with it, this is glorious crimson barding for your wyvern. It's adamantine armor for your wyvern. giving them a bit more
Right.
survivability if need be.
You don't have to do the called shot, Rosa. It's not 3.5.
Yeah, there's no called shots anymore.
Yeah. You're thinking the old rules. You have to roll on the, if you don't call it, you have to roll to see what gets lopped off.
Yep.
Oof.
Yeah, that was 3.5. If you didn't say you were doing the cold shot, which was a -8 to hit.
He was just making a joke
So,
in
Tartar,
general.
you had your dress and the
Yep.
tiara, correct?
And my holy symbol.
And your holy symbol.
Yeah.
What is your holy symbol again?
That's the plane on the back of her hand in her photograph.
Ah,
That's
gotcha. So, the holy symbol on the back of your hand
Mm-hmm.
has like inline flaking of the dragon scale on it.
That's pretty.
It's been modified a bit to where you can store one spell from any school into it at a time.
Awesome.
This is not limited to cleric.
Oh.
Any checks, any damage rolls, any attack rolls all go off of your spellcasting modifier.
He basically gave you a ring of spell storing, but it's a spell, not
A spell.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Your tiara is now technically considered a helm. While it adds an additional 1 AC, it also gives an adamantine effect, meaning critical hits against you are now treated as normal. Your breastplate, your princess dress, is now this glorious combination of reds, purples, golds, pinks. It looks like as you move, the twilight sky is dancing across it. Well, not the twilight sky, but like a beautiful sunset is dancing across it. While you are wearing this armor, it increases it by a +2. And any healing spell that you do will heal twice as much.
Damn. That's awesome. Healing spells, not abilities, right?
Healing spells, like
Got it.
cure wounds, stuff like that, not healing abilities.
Got it. Thank you.
Callistra, you wanted your spear and armor, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. So, the spear has been modified even more than it originally was.
Oh boy.
You notice that there's a bit more heft to it. But upon investigation, you notice that you can make attacks from 15 feet back now. As you thrust, it extends.
Got reach.
The tip and blades on your spear are now coated in that red dragon scale, allowing it to pierce through resistances. Your armor is now a bit sturdier. It's a little hard to get into at the to begin with because you're not really used to the heft on it. But once you get in, you get your flexibility and everything. You notice that there's sort of a protecting comfort running across your body. While you have this armor on, it acts as that of a armor of comfort. Meaning you are always at a comfortable 73 degrees, no matter what terrain you are in. On top of that, you are also fully immune to fire damage.
Hey, did you just give her a free armor?
Not really.
Oh.
Rose.
Wait, you said immune to fire?
Immune to fire.
Not resistance.
Not
Immunity.
resistance, immunity.
Go jump in a volcano.
Diplomatic
I
immunity.
just might. Keo
Oh
made
boy,
one.
do I have a volcano for you.
I need to test this out. Rose, it was your armor that you left behind, correct?
Yep.
So, when you look at this armor, it's been made to look a bit more Fey-like, as the pattern on the armor itself kind of plays tricks on the eyes as you look at it, almost as if it's constantly changing patterns, but always to like these bright, vibrant colors. You kind of have to shake your head a couple times trying to, you know, regain focus. But messing around with it a bit, getting a sense for it, you notice that this thing constantly has a hypnotic pattern running around it, making anyone who has to look at you make a wisdom saving throw. If they fail, every attack against you is at disadvantage.
Is that any creature or
Anything looking at you to make an attack against you,
makes the attack a disadvantage?
if they fail the save, yes.
What's the save DC?
The save DC is 21.
Oh yeah.
I want everybody to also know that these armors, like any armors that you have gotten, have been upgraded from a +1 to a +2.
Oh nice. Oh, and I also
What if
wanted
it was a
some
plus
arrows.
2 already?
If it was a +2 already, it's a +3. It's gotten an increase.
That is awesome.
So the shield bonus on mine would have gone up.
The shield bonus on yours goes up because it on top of all the other special stuff that was being able to be imbued into it, it's also been reinforced.
That include me.
Your Kappa shell is different because, but your Kappa shell is pretty much an impenetrable fortress.
I just wanted to know.
Theo, trying to remember what you got.
Oh, Rojan, I also wanted some arrows.
Ah, okay, that's right. So, much like Tickles, you have been given 10 crimson arrows. Beautiful flights on the ends. The tips themselves completely coated in this red dragon shell. Just like Tickles' bullets. You hit with a crit with this thing, it's going to do the double brutal.
Nice. I got the Rambo arrows.
You got the Rambo arrows, they just don't explode. Those are the snit sticks, those are copyrighted.
Copyrighted.
And Keo, you got the
She left her +1 druidic focus with the guy.
That's right. So the druidic focus has come back to you, and it's now just decorated in this bright crimson dragon scale. As you hold it in your hand, you kind of feel the your connection with the fire sort of surge. Now that you have this focus, it now adds a +2 to the spell save DCs for your spells. And once a day, you may recover one fire-based spell, 6th level or lower.
That'll be one fireball, please.
There are many options.
No, only fireball.
Aldros,
Yes.
inside your parcel box that was delivered to you,
Mm-hmm.
you find these beautifully crafted cloak clasps. Each one carved into a different symbol representing your connection to your friends. These are made out of a very fine combination of platinum and gold. Soft runes carved around the outer rings of these clasps. When you hold one of them, you kind of feel a sense of comfort. Almost as if no matter what you face, as long as you are near your friends, you can overcome anything. Giving these out to them. Everyone will, at the start of the day, start off with 20 temporary hit points. Kaldros,
Mm-hmm.
yours. Once a day, you are allowed to use Lay on Hands as an AoE heal.
Oh snap!
What range?
60 feet.
Shiva.
So it consumes the I just want to clarify this because his lay on hands gets consumed, but it gives it a range.
It gives it an AoE range of 60 feet. Every ally within 60 feet gets that healing. Or gets that
Damn.
effect.
But Azrin, I can't get drunk anymore, and I've got the beer paladin brew, which gives me back my
Exactly.
lay on hands.
Heal, drink, heal, drink.
But no, the AoE is only once a day, right?
Once
Yeah,
a
it's
day.
only once a day.
I picture this: heal, drink, finger up. One moment.
Yeah,
Like-
drink
like-
one moment. AoE.
Yep, just like that.
Drink is that?
Beer. It's an adult.
Okay.
It's an adult beverage.
And we're all adults here.
Except for me.
And there's another small box in there,
Uh-huh.
built to your specifications. A beautifully crafted ring. When you hold this onyx and silver ring in your hands, a surge of emotion kind of burns through you. Overpowering love and devotion. A sense that whomever were to wear this ring will never be far from you. You can feel other power in the ring, but you can't necessarily feel exactly what it does. Almost as if it's there, but it's not for you. But
Oh, waifu.
when you look at the band of the ring, it is very expertly crafted with small fungal shapes around the outside and a elven inscription along the inside. All of these seemingly to be archaic devices or archaic inscriptions. This ring itself took a vast workforce to get through in 7 days.
And I should have zero money left.
And you should have zero money left because the ring, these clasps, everything got, you know, it was a pretty penny.
Hey, you need a loan?
But
I'm just going to zero everything out right now.
you have a feeling that this ring is exactly what you needed.
Here comes the bride.
All right.
Like all I have is like, you know, the princess and the frog song, you know, to get what you wanted but not what you need song in my head.
So I'll go and I'll hand a clasp to everyone, and as I do, I'll say, "Please wear this." I'll get to Tickles. I won't give her a clasp. No, I'm just kidding.
And I punch you in the face and tear your capuchel.
She's gonna be like this. Hey, hit me really, really hard as I just go into.
So I'll hit her really, really hard, and then when she gets back up, I'm on one knee with the ring. No.
If you do that, she's gonna be like, am I being punked?
Yes, you are.
And there is stuff for Ash, but we will wait for Ash to show up in order for her to get stuff.
No, we can. No, she's not here. We can do it. I'm just kidding. Spoiler.
I mean, she's listening, so.
Oh, she is in chat. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, she's listening.
So Ash left her sword and her armor, if I remember correctly. So the armor itself has been fitted in such a way to where the shell, the dragon shell and the finery and everything kind of almost make her look as if she is some form of high vampire royalty. Even coming with a very large flowing red cloak that's got gold embroidery on the back of her house symbol. The armor itself is adamantine, making you immune to crits. The sword has gotten a bit twisted, as now with a single command, the blade transforms from just that normal metallic look into a blade of pure magma. I will send the damage of that magma sword over to you, Zoro, and I will send the damage for the bullets and the arrows over to you guys as well as the sword damage, all that damage.
We'll look at that next week. That's
Pretty much. Let's put it this way: if you have a weapon, it was upgraded. It's been upgraded 1 dice level.
Oh shit.
I don't need that.
Just a question. So the shield bonus went up by 1. Did the magical bonus of weapons go up? Or is it
Yeah, anything that got imbued went up.
okay.
So yeah, so your sword would go up, your weapons would go up, everything like that, and the increase from the reinforcement from the blades increased their damage by a full dice level. Meaning, if your sword did 2d6, it now does 2d8.
Almost
Sorry,
like we're
the
gearing up
damage
for the
went up
final
on
boss
things?
here, guys.
Yes,
So you add a damage die.
you add a damage die, so 2d6 evolves into 2d8, which evolves into 2d10, which then evolves 2d12.
So, on my spear, does that? So it does 1d10 plus 2d6 force.
So now it does 2d10
2d10.
plus 2d8 force.
Oh, it does 2d10 as opposed to 1d10.
No, I'm sorry, 1d12 and 2d8
1d12
force. And 2d8 force.
2d8.
Yeah.
Okay. So it upgrades all the die attached to the weapon.
Yeah.
Is it still +1 or?
It is a +2.
Okay, quick question. It's not part of the weapon, but just in case, does my divine smite go up?
No, it
We'll
doesn't.
have to find out.
I thought of something very evil, but no, divine smite does not go up because it's technically not from the weapon.
Okay.
Since my holy symbol's my spellcasting focus, does that mean I get a +1 on it since it didn't have anything? Or is
Yes.
that just okay? Sweet. Thank you.
We get to murder things in style.
No, none of these weapons are cursed.
I know. It's just like,
Except for
I-
one.
I just want you to think of the power that I've just given you.
It
And
makes me
what
terrified
lies
what
and
we're gonna
ways.
face.
Trying not to think about it.
Every single one of these weapons has an illithid larva in
Oh,
it
fuck.
that will detach itself at some random time, embed itself in our bodies, and slowly take over us.
Don't give
Stealing
the
that.
ideas.
Zoro, they go up 1 plus that you previously had it. So if it was a +1, it is now a +2.
Bam, ba, ba.
It's almost as if I'm gearing you up to kill a god or something.
A spider god?
Oh, we did that already.
Yeah, you did that already.
Oh, cool.
yeah.
I had to get rid of my fear of that.
Rode on its back, killed its pustule children, crash landed into a fucking town,
Turned it into a museum.
turned it into a museum
I like museums.
after embedding a dagger in its skull.
It belongs in a museum.
It is the museum.
I thought the highest is only +3.
Mm-mm.
What is the highest?
Yes.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, you can the highest official weapon is, I think, is it still the Sun Sword at +4?
I think so, but that's a coward. That's a coward number.
It's a coward number.
Can I get a +69?
I
I-
said official. It's like,
I
mean, you-
I normally allow weapons. I mean, it costs an exuberant amount of money and everything, but I allow weapons to be upgraded to +10.
Dark Soul style. Yeah.
And like, if you've got the cash and you've got the time to waste in order to have a weapon imbued up to +10, be my guest.
It's like, I'll see you in 2 years. Skip town, I will kill you. Unless you're a battlesmith, then I'll see you in.
A year and a half.
Can someone throw
Well,
me?
no, because it's 3/4 of the total time, so it's like a year. It's like a would be like a year.
What do you mean,
and a
can someone throw you?
Can someone like I don't know, like you saying that the shell's like light as a feather, right?
Motherfucker, I'm not letting somebody blue shell you.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
Can I have someone just like
No, technically you could. If you want to be
someone could
loaded into
throw
the
you
people poll.
before,
If you want
Yes!
to,
they can throw you now.
if you want
My
to be
question-
loaded into the people poll,
Okay, so I don't know why I'm forgetting her fucking name. The Oni chick.
Hildy,
That's
Hildy. She has like a giant axe, right? Or like a fucking I don't know. I'm
she
thinking
has
like
a giant ass maul, is what she's got.
Okay.
You want her
Can
to
she
golf
like
swing
toss
you?
me up and like batter me?
You want Hildy to stickball you at people?
Yes. Just like we practice, okay?
This seems like a bad personal choice for you, but I'm not kink shaming.
Hey,
Oh.
I'm impregnable. Wait.
You got 9 kids, you're not impregnable.
Yeah, Piper kind of proved that theory wrong.
Fuck.
Rojan,
Yeah.
the sword in executioner mode, does it still only do damage to those with evil intent?
Yes, evil intent in their
Okay.
heart.
What assholes?
These clasps that we were given by Caldros, what do they look like?
That is up for you. Like, they're all something that's special between you and Caldros. I'm leaving that up to you guys how that looks, giving you kind of a personal flair to it, but every one of them has a different look to them.
I want to know what Caldros intended them to look like for
Yeah,
everyone.
that's what I was thinking.
That's what Caldros intended them to look like.
Pickles is a giant dong.
It's a dildo.
Yes.
I shall wear it in glorious battle.
Oh,
On and off the
goodness.
courts.
Jesus.
I'll have to give that some thought, guys. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
if
right
like
now on the spot.
like if you
Nope,
don't
too
if you
bad.
don't want to have to like think that everyone could just think of what their thing looks like.
What did the clasp do again? My brain is just like not
Start of
working.
every day.
you-
The start of every day you get 20 temporary HP.
What? Okay. That's cool, bro.
See,
Yeah,
I don't go
yeah,
off and buy
Shadow
islands
Fox.
with my winnings.
Shadow Fox, I'm sorry. Yes, you do have you do have the circlet end necklace as well.
Okay, cool. I will work on descriptions for each and every one of you.
Right on.
Yay.
But they
What about
have
one for Rojan? He needs one.
I don't need one.
Rojan
I
will
think-
look
I think-
like a
He's-
giant
He's
D20.
the DM. He's got all the shinies.
I think mine is just the Elmo holding his arms up in the fire.
Glorious!
No, yours is a giant D20, but it's got an illusion on it that reads your mood, and kind of like a mood ring, but without the colors. It's a D20, and if you're mad at us, it's a 1. If you're happy with us,
It's the
a
magic
20.
8-ball with the D20 guy.
Saying
in
it's
it.
always. So just saying it's always a 1.
I'm never mad at you guys.
Like that's the thing. I'm always angry.
Either that or it's a giant train just barreling through the word feels.
Oh God.
It looks like a bunch of papers that have been torn out from a book being tossed in the air. to symbolize all the notes that you at
Fuck
one
it.
point once did.
Don't do work, DMs.
It's just like this.
Your players will
So-
always fuck it. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
So I'm trying not to be cheesy, but like Rose's like little pocket sand ka-chow like poison wrist thing is technically part of her armor. Does that do anything else, or is it still the same?
It's still the same.
Okay.
Pocket sand ka-chow. I just opens it up and just Lightning McQueen shooting something from his mouth.
That's all right. She still has that toxic fish brew.
She does have
nonsense.
that toxic the rot gut.
See if Sally wants some.
Well, the thing is like Rose can't drink it because she knows it'll kill her, so she can't make endless supply of it. And technically, she couldn't because it's not a straight up liquid.
Yeah,
It's some like concoction that doesn't count as liquid.
Just drink it 4 times and hopefully you're blessed.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Rose knows her alcohol tolerance, and she knows as soon as her lips touch that fucking shot glass, she's just gonna keel over dead.
Yeah.
So once everyone has gotten their goodies and Kyo has rested a little bit, she's gonna rejoin everyone, assuming everyone is together, or find the largest group of her companions to join. Just kind of look at everyone like, what now?
And Kata's kind of been there the entire time trying to figure out how to help you all. Little confused look on his face.
Oh, hi. We didn't formally meet. I'm Kyo.
I'm
You
Kata.
just kind of walked out of the fire, and
I did.
thought that was neat.
Fire is definitely an interesting gateway.
So, what do we do?
And then like Rose just meekly, because I'm presuming she's just sitting back down now. She's just like in her chair, just meekly saying, "We killed them both."
You sure about that?
I have a question. How did Rose come back again?
She was kicked through a portal of broken glass.
Yeah, basically.
She kind of got ECW'd.
Yeah, a black portal opened up. Rose fell out, like looking like she like got Freddy Kruegered.
Oh,
Let's go
Welcome back.
treasure hunting with Ash's map. All of a sudden, this campaign is now One Piece.
Before we go killing everyone or anyone or whoever, however many people we're killing, we do have a couple things left to do, don't we? Okay, well, we have one thing we want to do.
Only a couple?
Well, the list is perpetual.
A list of shit.
I
Ross,
worry
should
if
do
we have enough time, things seem to be coming ahead with Rose and Mother.
she's not my mother.
I also worry about giving her time to find all those tomes.
She's in Kamiroska.
Yes, but for how long? How long till she moves on to the next one?
And as soon as you ask that, Hyper kind of walks out of the fire.
oh, hello.
Hey,
Another one.
well, she's not in Kamiroska anymore. She found the book.
You mean you found the book?
Oh no, she found it herself. I was unsuccessful in finding what I was.
Oh,
Well, don't everyone be happy I'm back all at once.
Well,
There's other things we're unhappy about with that news.
there's a lot of things going on.
He kind of looks over to Kata. He's like, "Oh, hey." Kata just gives him a nod.
like Rose in her head is not surprised they know each other.
I don't interrogate my husband It's his contract. I ain't touching that.
Now,
Well, Rose told you he was in the contract, so there was nothing,
Yeah, there's basically nothing. I can't do nothing about it.
now, he has the first book. Someone else has the second book.
I thought she
Isn't there
already
3
had
of
one
them
book.
in total?
What's that?
I thought she already had a book before she started looking in Kamarowska.
She does not. Your sister, on the other hand, does. But they don't know where the third book is.
Do you?
Maybe don't say that out loud. We got
Yes.
tricked once already.
I do. But I really hate to say this. I'm gonna need to be bought out. I'm still technically under contract with her, but I haven't met with her.
I got money.
What does it cost to buy you out?
Well, she's offered something to me on a grander scale than just money.
She gave birth to your kids, pointing at Tickles.
Indeed, she did.
How many soul coins would we need to give you?
I don't need soul coins. I don't like soul coins. They scream.
That's a bit of a relief.
No, she's offered me a seat.
At the table,
In a way of speaking, yes.
no, she can't do that, right?
Yet. But if she is successful, then, well, she can do whatever she wants. You're looking at a proposed Fey Lord, right? Which I have to say is a hell of an improvement from a demon.
But I'm waiting for the butt here.
Oh, there's no but.
Oh, okay.
That's what she's offered me.
So, I mean, we're already married, so I can't buy you out.
This is true.
Is there anything higher than marriage?
Rose will ask, would you accept the same offer from someone else?
Oh, you're countering her offer with another offer, but it's the same offer. So I'm technically playing both sides and getting what I want no matter what.
Well, I mean, it's not unlike you.
But you're with us, though.
I mean, this is true, and well, my wife is with you, so it's a bit of a bonus. Well, Rose, if you're offering the same deal, I think I can play both sides. Nothing in the contract saying I can't.
Well, considering I'm going to kill her, there's consequences to that, so yes. I will offer you the same deal.
And I humbly accept. Though you must know that both of you are going to be getting the same information. So it's a race. Though you are in no point in a starting position, so how about I just, I don't know, intentionally delay providing said information to her until you're back topside. Equal footing for all.
And we persuade you to make it not equal footing in our favor.
That would mean we'd have to give him something better than what he's offering Kyo. Do you have something better than Archfatum?
Perhaps.
Something to sweeten the deal then?
Something that can destroy any artifact in the world.
Tempting, but I don't need that. But I'll tell you what, since I am married to Tickles, I'll give you all a 5-minute head start.
Okay, does that mean now or
No, when you are topside back on your boats, when you have the means to actually begin traveling again, I will give you the information, count 5 minutes, and then give her the information. And then the
that
race
works.
is on.
where do we need to go?
Not on the ship yet, Tickles.
Chip ya, Tickles.
Okay.
Calderos,
Yes.
at this point in time, a bird perches itself on your shoulder. And it drops a letter in your hand. And as soon as it does, it kind of just wisps off.
All right. I don't want to do it now, but I feel like he would. What's it say?
Read it, you idiots.
Vegas wedding.
Five-minute wedding, man. I mean, come on now.
What's it say?
The city lives.
That can be interpreted in so many ways.
When does she ever give a straight answer?
It could be a party. They're living it. It's a Mardi Gras.
Yeah, maybe the Underdark is now, this world's Vegas. Who knows?
This city lives.
So Calderos makes a mental note to himself to be more specific.
Can I ask you a question? Yes.
Come on,
That
you
was
know
your
how the-
question.
You know how the guy is spell works. Come on now. it's like, yay, I get an answer to my question. Oh, that's a crappy answer.
The gods are assholes. Come on.
How do we defeat this
You know-
evil
you know
god?
what?
Brownies.
You know what? Calderos will literally take the letter, rip it up, throw it in the air. You know that doesn't answer anything, right? So, we have 5 minutes, huh?
As soon as you set foot on the ship, I will tell you where the book is at.
You guys want to stay down here like another month or something?
Even if I don't tell her, she's going to begin searching, meaning time is of the essence.
So we get the book. Then what? Now we got to fight 2 other people.
Well, if you get the book, then, well, she doesn't know how to perform the ritual. If she can't perform the ritual, then, well, her plans go to shit.
That's true.
I'm going to walk up very, very close to Piper and lean in towards his ear and whisper very, very quietly, "Can the book be destroyed?"
The book, of course it can. It's literally just leather and paper.
And if it is, this knowledge is lost forever on how to do this ritual.
Unless somebody's made a copy of the books, yeah. I mean, maybe if they deep dive into that one's mind over there, and he points over to Shara. But aside from that, those are the only 3 books known in existence to contain that ritual. So if you want to really piss her off and destroy a worldly artifact and a piece of everyone's history, well, go right ahead. But it's just a book.
Fortunately, the only way I can see for now to end the cycle other than I guess killing her has been on the table this whole time.
Yeah, I think no matter what, you're gonna cross the killing her threshold at some point.
Why is it always killing? It gets boring sometimes.
Would the original owner of that seat still be able to reclaim it?
As
Would the
he
book
just
be
ki-
destroyed?
He just kind of shrugs. He's like, I know very little about the book and its ritual. I know it contains the ritual. I know what the ritual does. Aside from that, your guess is as good as mine.
Is Yith still there?
The simulacrum Yeth is still there. He's been quietly talking with Kata.
I would turn around and look questioningly at Yith at that point.
What's up?
Do you happen to know if the tomes are necessary for the original owner of that seat to reclaim it?
I don't believe so, no. Seeing as how the tomes explain a ritual to usurp the throne, I don't think they necessarily need to be there for the original seat holder to take the seat again. I think that it just requires said seat holder's ass to sit in the chair.
During the tome, allow that person to obtain their seat again, or do we still have to go through with killing her before he can reclaim it?
You don't necessarily have to kill her. It just makes things a hell of a lot easier, because once that door is open, that ritual doesn't matter.
Plus, no matter what we do, as long as we're standing in her way, she'll probably want to kill us.
Oh, that's a guarantee.
So destroy the books. Door still opens. We kind of lose. Destroy the books. Kill her. Still kind of win. Then we got to deal with another problem.
Doesn't the ritual in the books open the doors? So if we destroy them before that happens,
It allows mortals to open the doors. The seat holder can open the door at any point in time, given if their powers return.
yes. So if we destroy the books, then we take the ability to open the doors away from her.
Correct.
Have to make sure she cannot interfere when the doors are opened.
And permanently end the cycle.
So if it makes mortals, isn't she not immortal at the moment? So
She's n-
can she still technically open the door?
She's not immortal at the moment. And Piper kind of cuts in. She's not immortal right now, but that one's got a means to do it. And if not, then, well, you can just they can just have Sally do it and take the seat.
Can she technically do that?
Yes, she can. She is mortal. She's not a god. She does not have immortal blood active in her veins at the moment.
So if we destroy the books and she's mortal, she can't open it, correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
So
But
it
we
sounds
have to
like
kill
either
them
way, destroying the books at the very least buys us a little bit more time.
Indeed.
Wait, is there another way to open the door without the books?
Yes,
Besides the original owner?
just the original owner and the books are the only way to open those doors.
Oh, okay. So let's just destroy a book. All right. I'm ready.
Well,
think-
when we destroy the book, we have to be ready for the fight that will undoubtedly follow.
You're gonna
We just leave.
you're gonna have to be ready for hell, because where the book is at is well, not empty.
Oh, okay. Wait, have we been there?
No, you haven't.
Okay, cool. Wait,
Pickles, it's okay. Everything will be explained.
okay. This hurts my brain. I just shoot things.
So it sounds like when we go topside, we've got 5 minutes to get there before she does.
5 minutes to start heading there before she does.
someone of her power, I would not be surprised to learn that she has a way to very quickly get there.
Oh, she doesn't. You see, she's never been there before. And I am not about to explain or tell her how to get there. Now that I'm playing both sides, I would much rather you win than her. But I still have to let her know where it's at.
You know, Piper, I understand to some degree the extent that your contracts hold power. But I'm interested that you entered into one with her in the first place, considering she was part of barring you from your own power not so long ago.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to get on her good side, like, just in case she wins. That way I'm not barred from anything again. I've got a seat at the table. I'm on her good graces. I can guarantee the safety for Tickles and our children.
You say you can guarantee it, but she has given many guarantees to Rose in the past and had no problem breaking those guarantees.
He kind of just like unfurls a leather contract in his hand. Yes, but Rose has never made her sign one of these. Even the gods themselves are bound by this. You can't go back on it.
May I read it?
So he kind of like furls it back up and puts it in a bag. No. Reading it would cause you to slowly go insane.
Way ahead of you.
That's bureaucracy for you.
This is why I love him.
Rolls will say it's probably an infernal. It takes a while to learn that down to the language.
I'm learning.
It's infernal, yes, but unless you are like me, or like the fox over there, the screams of the damned begin to cloud your mind. So even if you can read it, you can't make heads.
Can't be much worse than being in the city of brass.
Oh, it is much worse. But I will let you do what you need to do before you get back up topside. Tickles, you know how to get a hold of me.
Absolutely. You're gonna take care of the kids, right?
I'll take care of them.
Sounds good.
You get
Before he leaves, are the other two still helping her?
Yes, but they're not as good as I am. They're not.
They're
They don't
working outside their purview.
Exactly. I, on the other hand, live up here. I wouldn't really worry too much about them finding any out. I've kind of sent them on a wild goose.
Thank you.
There's one thing I hate in this world. It's those who go back on their words and fuck over friendships. At the end of the day, we all need friends.
True.
F is for friends.
That's your friends. And Rose is just gonna just slowly just walk over to Ashar's side and just grab her hand and hold on to it.
F is for fuck this, I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a very quick second break here. And when we come back, we will pick up with the final hour of tonight's episode.
Seconds up. Welcome back, everybody.
What the hell happened to the cameras?
We lost Groudon.
Yeah, his
Ah.
internet went down because they're doing maintenance on it, apparently.
Wait, they're
boo.
doing
So
maintenance?
is he like is he done or?
I don't know.
Groudon's internet died. Well, hell. Okay. I think I can fix this. Give me a moment.
Oh, that sucks.
I will just make some new cameras here. But when he comes back,
Like who does a maintenance window at fucking
internet companies.
like no, people are using their internet now.
No, technically it's 1:30 in the morning for him.
When I was in Santa Monica, they would do maintenance on the internet from anywhere between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. most times. All right, but we can do this to continue on. So as I'm getting cameras on, let me turn Sirenscape back on for everyone. So yeah, you've got some decisions to make now. If there's anything else you need to do down here before heading topside.
Dara would like to spend like 60 minutes going around ritually casting Gift of Luck on each
Okay.
party member. So that gives them all advantage on 3 rolls of their choice for 24 hours.
Alrighty.
Like how long would it take to get to the Church of Coatil in the city before we head back up?
The only problem is getting to said church because there are still those eyes looking on you.
Gotcha. Does Rex have a shrine in his house?
He does not. Anybody have anything they need to do?
Not particularly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find Rex.
Rex is out there with all of you. He's kind of pretty much just been hanging out with everyone since you've gotten here.
So you've heard the whole story then up to this point.
About, yeah. Why?
What are your plans now that you're home? We're not going to ask you to leave.
Well, I'm not going to just send you off on your own. And there's not much for me to do here. From where you're going, it sounds a hell of a lot more fun.
More fun, yes. Also, possibly a lot more death.
Oh. We're warriors, that's what we do.
And if something happened to you, your sister wouldn't hold it against us, would she?
No, she would be proud of me. Because I died a warrior's death.
Follow-up question. If you die a warrior's death, is it okay if we revive you?
I have no problem with that. That just means I get to fight more.
we can accept these terms. So you're coming with, then.
Damn right I am.
Wonderful. Oh, also, the money from the bank that you were going to pick us up for us.
I got it. We got it. Yeah.
You got the diamonds that I asked
Yes,
for.
I got the diamonds.
Perfect. We have something to show you when we get topside, if there's time.
I look forward to it.
We worked very hard on it and almost died several times.
He kind of just laughs. That sounds about right. He's back in Pog form.
Hey.
Hi. Sorry about that, stupid internet.
It's all good.
What'd I miss? Who died?
Nobody died.
Did I die?
Does Rex still have any of those really pretty seashells and whatnot?
What do you mean? The really pretty seashells?
Like his little trophy wall of tchotchkes.
Oh yeah.
So Rose is going to. I think there's still a box or something that's empty, right?
A box that's empty?
I think so. There was something. It was he had some sort of box or something that held something. I'm trying to remember. That's been on my brain. Or actually, didn't something Caldros ask for come in the box?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Caldros is keeping hold of that box.
Oh, he didn't give what's in the box away already?
That's a big fat nope.
Cameras.
What's in the box, Jody?
What's in the box? Wait a second. Well, sorry. You're from the East Coast, Weirds, and you haven't heard tchotchkes? Seriously? Dude, I doubt you're a tri-state person, dude. I am pressing X to doubt right now.
Well, if nobody else has anything to do, might I suggest one of you, multiple of you, using some sort of teleportation magic to get back up to the top side. That way we don't have to swim through whatever's out there.
We can do that. There's just one other thing first.
I gotta get Steve.
Oh yes, that as well.
Steve came back a while ago.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if he went to go find a mate or something. I don't know. Stuffed shark having a fun time.
He's a construct.
He's a construct. He's not a real shark.
Yeah, he can't have shark babies.
He can have feelings.
Yeah.
Constructs don't.
He
feel.
just can't have babies.
You take that back.
No.
I never once said Steve can't feel. Of course Steve can feel. He just, he can't make more little Steves.
So Kyo is going to grab Caldros and kind of drag him off to a private spot for a moment. Assuming he doesn't resist, because if he resists, I don't think Kyo's stats are high enough to force him.
I
You
can just see her going.
overestimate my strength score, sir.
All right, you're a dex guy.
No, actually not.
Okay, you're a
Charisma.
Caldros
Charisma guy.
rolled really poorly on his stats. He's got one good one, and that's all he relies on.
that's all he needs.
Before Kyo does this, I'm going to summon that bird again,
Okay.
and I'm gonna send off a more specific question.
Maybe you didn't understand me the first time. Here's some clarification.
There will be a bit of sass on it for sure.
Answer. I already told you.
See previous message.
God damn, fuck you, Kraken. Stop releasing new dice, fuckers.
Right?
Yeah, I'll send that. I'll
Okay.
send that off.
All right. And once again, the bird kind of just jets off. and then vanishes.
Comes back and just says big letters, no.
No.
I'm sending it to you in DMs here, Rogan.
Gotcha.
Okay. Honk.
Oh God, if there was
No.
a honk right now,
No honkinings.
like, dude, I would just fucking DC because it's game over at that point. It's
I'm
just
sorry.
I give you all of this cool shit just for the goose to take it away.
yeah, it'd be like, dude, that's the biggest GM troll on the planet.
It's not even April Fool's yet.
I mean, if there was another honk at this point, I say we all grab our bags of holding in that instant and turn them inside out. Just
Oh,
Fuck
no.
it.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just like, yep, okay, we're done. Poof, reset.
Reset on to season 3.
Yeah, then season 3 would be completely different because you literally just destroyed this plane of existence. Thank you.
You're welcome. How to fuck up a DM's hard work.
It's not like at least 3 of us in this party haven't done it before.
I mean, all you can say is no. For some reason, the bags of holdings won't turn inside out.
What was
Alright,
the count
so
in
I
season
thought-
one?
Let's
holding-
continue on with this.
oh,
Sorry, just we're getting off track here.
It's okay.
So do you let Keo drag you off?
oh yeah.
Okay.
There's a very quizzical look on my face the whole time, but yes.
We were waiting for a more opportune time to speak to you, but time is moving at a speed we can't control yet. So
Opportune times are few and far between, but if you need something, you can always come to me.
well, we do need something. It's also difficult for us to ask for this, but we need your forgiveness.
What did you do?
Well, back at the vault, you were trying to bargain for those souls. We were there with you and listening, and we had already secured them. But we did not tell you, we did not consult you beforehand, and we did not want to say something and perhaps let the collector know what we had done. So we stood there while you bargained for something that you could not have. We felt that was probably wrong. So we're sorry.
Kaldos will stand there for just a brief moment, kind of pensively, but still looking at Keo. And he'll square up his shoulders with her, and then he'll put both hands on her shoulders, and he'll just pull her in for a hug.
And she flinches at first when you reach out. She 100% thought you were going to hit her. But she, unlike the last time you hugged her, she does actually hug back this time.
And he'll just give it a moment there to let that sit in, and the only thing I cared about was that those souls that were unjustly taken, that had no part in anything that happened to them, got to get the rest that they deserved.
We
You
felt the
may
same.
not you may not have realized it, or you may have, but you were doing something that I was trying to do in service of the person, the entity that I serve, and something that I was struggling to figure out how to do, and you solved it. So you took a weight off of my shoulders.
So it was not a bad thing then.
No, it was not a bad thing.
We felt
I-
that that was TUES's original intent. We wanted to make sure that it was accomplished.
That's noble. Yes, I would have liked to have known ahead of time that it was something that was going to be taken care of. But in the end, that doesn't matter. The end result is what matters.
Well,
Those souls got to cross.
in the spirit of letting you know ahead of time, we have been contemplating another action. The bell that we used to free those souls. It was Tyrus's bell. It has accomplished what we wanted it to accomplish, and we have been thinking about destroying it.
Oh. Now that it served its purpose, does it even hold power any longer?
We do not know, but we feel like its job is done.
Rojan, what do we actually know of this bell?
Not much aside from what you already know. You know that it was crafted for the Duke of Malorsic, that it held the capability of freeing the allowing the souls that were trapped after the curse was set, allow them to move on. And apparently it's brought balance to the souls that were trapped in the collector's vault. But you don't know, like, nobody knows what the full extent of this bell can do.
It's a good thought, Keo, and I'll support you in it. But if you wouldn't mind, just wait a little bit and let me see if she knows anything further about it. And it's possible this artifact could do more good, but if it has in fact served its purpose, then by all means putting it to rest too would be poetic.
We will wait then, on your advice. We are glad that you were not angry at us for doing what we did. We did not intend to destroy everything at the same time. That just seems to kind of happen when we do stuff.
As interesting a character as the collector was, I can't help but feel that unfathomable evil happened in that place and would continue only to happen. But unfortunately, sometimes these enemies can't be confronted by the people who would do right because they are too powerful. And so, even though you didn't intend to eliminate him, I can't help but feel that good was done by doing so in the long run.
We did get the feeling that there were many people being held there that did not deserve to be there. Having them free is, as you said, a weight off of our shoulders. We even ran into one of them again.
Really?
Yes, we woke him up. He was very not happy with us initially.
So,
Oh, the big dragon. We found him when we were building our volcano. We should
I'm sorry,
go
say what?
rejoin the group now.
You built a volcano.
Yes. A crystal volcano.
A crystal volcano.
Using magic we've never tried before.
In the middle of the desert.
You know what? You know what? I'm done for now.
I just feel like the null scientific theory is just fuck around and find out.
Pretty much, yep.
They print it on T-shirts.
We will show you when we are back on the surface and have time. We're going to drop an assault cube in it. And then she goes and rejoins the group.
Hellross.exe has stopped working.
Is it too late to mention that I want to blow up a church?
No, that was season 1.
That was season 1.
I know. Is it late to do it again?
I would like to attempt a divine intervention.
Okay.
Oh,
I
damn.
would.
Can you bring up
request-
divine intervention?
Yes.
Yeah, wait for season 3. Everyone's gonna be trying to blow up the church.
AKA
favorite
cleric wish
part.
spell with
Yeah, pretty much.
percentile roll.
Okay. How are you trying to use this divine intervention, or what are you trying to do?
She is requesting for God to attempt to impede the Night Queen's investigation, search for this third book in some way.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me those percentiles.
Nope, it fails. 53. Worth a shot.
Try to reach out to your god and you hear crickets.
Get
I don't
busy,
got a
single?
god. I got a husband.
At least you get to try every day until it works.
True.
I mean, in 3 more levels, it just instantly succeeds.
Except
One
I'm
day-
only a level 14 cleric.
One day I'm gonna play a level 20 cleric just so I can use that every day for the stupidest things.
as
Every
you
7
get
days.
as you get smoked.
Worth it.
It's just like your cleric is just using celestial DoorDash.
Yeah, every week you're like, can you get me dinner?
Build me a chair.
Jar is a bit tough. Can you open it for me?
Mage hand.
I seem to have misplaced my outfit for the day. Can you find it?
Okay.
And this is why I never play a cleric, because that's the shit that I would do.
So what's the plan now?
Well, I guess it's to
Time
kill a
head to the
book.
boat.
Yes, I guess we teleport back to our ship and hear what your husband has to tell us and decide from there depending on our timeline.
So Chief and Amelia kind of say their goodbyes to everyone. Kind of give a hug and regards to Rex before you all gather into a hand-holding circle to
We're gonna have a fight.
teleport.
I do have to leave the Yith simulacrum behind, though. I don't have enough. I can't take that many people in my teleport.
He just kind of like waves a hand and it just turns into snow.
Well, that makes that decision easier.
But I can take everyone else.
Okay. And
teleport back.
everyone holds hands. Teleports
Kumbaya.
teleports up to the ship. Ship's still in one piece. Though Savara is like, I had to fly away for a bit. The seas got a little choppy and a little too hot for me.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Keo.
Kia, you almost blew up my ship.
Whoops.
It's okay, there was only a minor damage. It's been repaired.
Oh, cool. You live today.
Live today.
We'll try to keep that in mind for next time.
I was wondering if anyone was going to remember that Savara was in the ocean.
Totally forgot.
None of us knew Keo did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was just kind of outside dancing around for 10 minutes.
Not unusual for her.
So, as everyone appears on the ship, Piper appears next to Tickles.
Oh, hi.
And the children are all there, and they all just scatter, like, the different ends of the ship, just start running around like wild children again.
Hmm.
Well,
I like that better than the extremely obedient ones.
you're back on the ship, back topside, thankfully. Are you ready for your 5 minutes?
Uh,
As will ever be.
So, you even have even more of an advantage here. Where I know the book is, someone else has been there. Calderas, how do you feel about going home?
Shit.
Oh, damn!
You just see. Oh man, how to describe this?
Can a drow turn pale?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I
You
mean,
just turned gray.
there's absolutely that, but if a facial expression could look like two trains going full speed colliding head on.
wait, are we going back to the temple?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Wait, we're going in the Underdark?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck! I've never been there.
Oh shit! Because
I think
It's
Char's
not
eyes
some
have gone
place
wide
that
at that
people
statement.
actively try to go.
I think she understands what he's saying.
the fact of the matter is, Kaldos has been like putting it off as long as possible, but knowing eventually he needs to go back, and of course all these things have been popping up, and so now he's inquisitive. But I think his facial expression is in fact his answer to Piper.
As he kind of like looks at you and he's like, I don't understand what all this is.
I think he's pale as a ghost.
Neither
The
do
mean
I.
of your face.
Well, that's where it's at. In a
That should
library.
be easy. We just go to your house then.
It's in
It's-
a grand
Keo,
library.
do you know where Caldros is from?
No.
Oh.
Actually, that's a fair question. Do any of you know where Caldos is from?
No.
Really?
Haldros, where do you live?
Tashara does, but nobody else would because the Underdark isn't even a thing on this continent.
I mean, you know, Rose would presume like he's from somewhere around or north of like Felloc, because that's
He's
the
the
only,
wrong-
that's the
he's the
only
wrong
that's
sh-
the only place she's ever seen Drow.
In Callistra's eyes, he is the wrong shade of elf.
Okay, so is Fear there as well?
Fear is there as well.
What?
And she and like
What
when he
sh-
said that, she's kind of like got like a death grip on your hand.
Oh man. Okay, so Caldos, after pulling himself out of being stunned silence, I don't particularly love the idea, but I knew I'd have to go back eventually. Where in the Underdark?
The Grand Library.
Do you know the current condition of the inhabitants?
That I don't know. I only know that the book is there.
Okay, so where's this place at? This Dark of Under.
Far to the south. For anyone traveling by normal means, it would be a 6-month journey. Thankfully, you don't have normal.
That's true. We got a boat.
Laura, how long would it take you to get us there?
Well, I have been collecting sunlight and in the water for the past 7 days. I can operate at peak capacity and get you there. Oh, within, if the astral winds are kind enough, a week.
Okay.
Gives us a big
Bar.
head start then.
Like,
Down in the south, there is a very large continent. Continent that its people know and lovingly call Voltaz. There, deep in one of the mountain regions, you will find an entrance into Aldros's homeland. It is not a kind place in any sense of the word. Most likely, the moment you set foot inside, you will be fighting for your lives. Trust nothing you hear or see. Everything will want you dead.
How did you survive?
not a very kind question to ask, Tickles.
In some ways, Tickles, I didn't.
Oh, so you're dead inside. I feel that.
Subtle as a brick.
Yep, that's Tickles.
Subtle as a brick.
As the Caldros takes the class back.
Yep.
Kiddos, you know where it's at. Make your way to Voltez as soon as you can. Your 5 minutes start now. And he gives Pickles a quick peck on the cheek, and he vanishes.
Can we start heading that way?
Yes, but Calderos, you're going to need to direct me. So if you would please. And as she says that, a ship's wheel sort of forms up near the back end of the ship. Just hold on to that, and I will be able to follow your memory.
And before he even makes a move towards the wheel, he'll step towards the tree instead and address Sabara directly. The moment we leave your decks, you need to get out of there. There's no light down there.
Oh, I'm not going below the surface, dear. I'm just making sure you can make it to the surface. The trip down is your own.
He'll nod his head and give Fira a look and take a deep breath and then go to the helm.
And
I
she
just want to point out.
She follows closely behind you.
Just want to point out that's not the captain.
Well, this isn't technically a ship either. It's a creature.
Yes.
And as soon as Calderos takes hold of the wheel, the two rune rings begin to come out for either side of the ship, connecting at the top as the gate runes begin to light up a very bright, vibrant purple. And as soon as they do, everyone sees near the front of the ship a gate open as you just volt through the gate with a crack. And as it shuts behind you, as you look around, you are now flying at a high speed through the astral sea. And that is where we are going to end for this week.
Yay! I hear me in the background.
She said we lived.
So, next week, possible homecoming for Calderos.
Ugh.
We get to kill your family. Oh, wait.
That echo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Funny if you think that drow are the only things down there right now.
Oh, wait.
Rose has no idea. It's like, it's like, oh, so he lives in a cavern that's in a different island. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like,
aside from Caldros and maybe Tashara because she's read the books, nobody knows what to expect down there. You are all going
Fira
into Fira does, because Fira is from there as well. Death.
You're all
But
going to die down there.
I have no idea if she actually intends in following on this one.
Who knows? I know, but I'm not going to say. So, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in tonight as we continue on to breaching forward ever so closely to the end of Campaign 2. If this is your first time here, this is not the only show that we do. Thank you, Zoro, for bringing the shows up in the chat. On Monday nights, we've got Mass Effect Horizons, which is our 5th edition mod Mass Effect game. Tuesday nights, you have us here on Destiny Forged. Alternating Saturdays, you have upcoming this Saturday, Wayward Wanderers, which is our Pathfinder 2 Extinction Curse campaign. And then shortly after that, at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, will be episode 2 of our Halloween little mini adventure of the return or the hunt for candy. And then on the alternating Saturday, you have Withered Wastes, which is another 5th edition campaign that deals with a bit of a magical post-apocalyptic shenanigans. And I believe in the next upcoming weeks, we will have another episode of our lore show, which I believe is pre-recorded this week, or I mean this month.
It will be pre-recorded this month, coming out as usual first Saturday of every month. We have also finally decided on the dates for Sonata 3. We're going to be doing it a little bit differently this year. It's not going to be once a week. So keep an eye out for the official dates when we announce them.
So that is going to do it for us tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining us, as everyone still allows me to torture them vigorously and pull at their heartstrings.
Thank fucking God it's someone else's turn.
You haven't been
I'm not
torturing
done
me.
with you yet.
You let me build a volcano. I'm okay with this campaign.
I'm not done with Rose yet. Don't even think.
Can she have a respite to
No.
like recuperate
Never.
a little bit?
Never.
I mean, if you call going down into the Underdark a respite,
Yes, I do.
But we
Kill-
are.
I don't know why
We're going to
you would.
be heading on out, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on Saturday.